Hello and welcome to another Writerly with Drinks with me, Michael Jex. Today, it's not pens. Today it's going to be little bags. So what are we talking about today? Books. But before we do that, I've got to just say, it's a lovely thing to have lemon tea from the Drury Tea and Coffee Company, because you have lemon tea for your breakfast, and then when it goes cold, you've got cold tea to sip on what is a ridiculously hot day. Cheers. You may remember a few months ago, a very kind gentleman called Bradley Hodge in the States sent me a nice new little bag. And the idea of this was, he just wanted to say thanks for my books, I think. And it was enormously gratefully received because it's gorgeous leather, really soft and supple and nice. Now a lot of people wrote in and said, yeah, it's too small, it's not really practical because, you know, I'm a big bloke and I carry big blokes things and that's a bit of a girly bag. Well, it's not actually, and the great thing about it is it's enormously comfortable. However, Bradley, being an enormously generous and kindly soul, decided maybe I did need a bigger bag. So he sent me this Bison leather bag, and boy is it brilliant. Nice little bag with two levels of opening so you can have it packed more or less, and inside it's this wonderful soft leather, which I believe they tan it in Italy, but it's English leather, with the Innovative Journaling logo there, because Innovative Journaling are the manufacturer, and I have to admit they do a gorgeous job. This is a lovely little bag. How big is it? Well, let's just give you a clue, okay? Let's just show a bit of the stuff that I carry in it generally. I want to make notes, so I've got a Visconti and a William Hanna notebook. Fine. I may want to take more notes, so I have my little lined paper notebook, just in case there's some additional notes I want to take. I will normally have a box of paints, because I like my sketching, and a watercolour brush. They're useful always to take with me. I'll probably need some watercolour paper. There's some very good Fabriano paper, but in case that's not quite big enough, I might take a Langton notebook as well. Not notebook, paint pad. Now this is not full by any means. One thing I do like is it's got this separate little wallet at the back, which is ideal for dropping in an iPad. And then, oh look, it shuts up nice and neatly, and you've got really a large amount of stuff in there. This has been used really very regularly, and it is one of my favourite little bags because it's not so big that it's too heavy. It's ideal for carrying stuff when I'm going Morris dancing, and it is beautiful leather. So what has Bradley sent me now? It is this. Innovative Journaling again. As you can see from their logo there, Innovative Journaling. But this is different leather. This is even nicer, soft, but really robust Bison leather. Yes, Bison. Now, bison are not exactly the most common animal on the planet now, but I assume they have to be culled sensibly to manage the herds as they are. Be that as it may, this is a 4-piece bag. Why is it a 4-piece bag? Well, it's got one bit of leather goes all the way over the top round to the back. That's one. It's got one that makes the gusset and the sides. That's 2. It's got this which makes the front, which is 3. And inside here you can see there's another piece there. So it's 4 pieces to actually make this bag. Is it big? Well, let's just put it like this. It is my go-to bag for carrying 2 sketchbooks and watercolour books, a notebook, 1 water pot. It carries my water canister, nice big canister there. It carries my paint brushes, my paint palette, my everything really. And oh yes, a second water pot. This thing is huge. What has this bag actually got going for it, eh? Well, I should just mention that this front piece is a pocket in its own right, and it stores a lot of sheets of paper, notebooks, whatever you want. And the idea of that is that when it's got stuff in it, it makes it a decent weight, so that when it folds flat it's less likely to be blown around or open, because there's no fastening there. It's just the weight of the leather that holds it shut. It's got this fabulous strap. As you can see, there's no tongue there. This is a buckle that will slide all the way up, so you've got a really short strap, or it'll go all the way down so you've got a nice long one like this. It has massively strong clips, look at that, and if you were to release it, the clips are very cleverly designed so that they'll stay hooked on, which I really like. In terms of how big this is, I thought it would be useful just to demonstrate the dimensions. So this is an A4 notebook and it gets swallowed. This is a MacBook Air 13-inch, it gets swallowed. No problem with them at all. And there's still oodles of space inside there. This is just gorgeous. The leather is fantastic. Really, it feels soft, but it feels incredibly robust. As you can see just how thick it is. It must be a good 1/8 of an inch, maybe 3/16 of an inch thick slabs of leather. Really good thickness. It gives you the feeling that this is going to last for many, many years. And it's big enough, but it's not too big. I think that makes it very practical. It's got good size and it looks sort of rugged, but not scruffy, not tatty. It's the sort of thing that would look perfectly happy in a boardroom or walking across Dartmoor. It doesn't really matter. It's the sort of thing that people would say, oh, that's not bad. Really gorgeous piece of workmanship, lovely bit of leatherwork. Thanks a lot, Bradley. It is deeply appreciated and it's going to be used a huge amount, not only for walking across the moors but also for taking up to London when I've got meetings with agents and so on. The fact it'll take A4 notebooks makes it just invaluable. What's interesting is Bradley's been doing a bit of research into bison, and I'll put a link down at the bottom, but the BBC recently had an interesting item on the TV about the European bison. Now, I wasn't aware, but apparently the European bison used to wander all the way across Europe up to the Volga and probably beyond. But European bison were taller and leggier than the American bison, but they were also lighter. They were a bit skinnier, apparently. There's some groups in Kent who are interested in reintroducing bison to the UK, so they've allocated a patch of woodland apparently in Kent, and they're going to be importing bison to let them roam free there from about 2022. So if you're in Kent and you see a large thing lumbering towards you, it might be a good idea to get out of the way from 2022 onwards. Now, we don't know whether the bison herds are likely to be culled too often. One assumes they will, in which case maybe there'll be some English bison leather ready to produce more bags. You never know. What a lovely thought. So there you have it. Thanks very much to Bradley Hodge for 2 excellent bags. Oh, that tea is good. My small sketching pad and my larger business and painting bag. I think that's how they're going to be. Thanks all for watching. Hope that was interesting. Do please give me a call. I'm going to put links to innovative journaling down the bottom so you can see what these things are like in the flesh from Arthur. Now, apart from that, If you've got any comments, put them in the bottom. If you want to support the channel, you can hit the Patreon link. And if you'd like to subscribe, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, then you're notified, and like it, share it, do all those good things. You know what to do. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. I'm now going to go and finish a cup of lemon tea. Cheers.